All right. So reversal day from yesterday. We'll see if we get the same type of action or not. All right, go away. How's Hex doing today? Selling before the 10-cent level. Lucky. Not sure why LPLA was up on my screen there. All right, stocks at 1.5. There's a Fed meeting today. Okay, Federal Reserve update. What's this guy say? Rockefeller Capital. Sees oil is the most ignored bull market. I can't disagree with that, as a matter of fact. Toyota's up today. Yeah, you look at crude oil, it's at $72 a barrel from zero a year and a half ago. USO. Jeez. Wow. Look at the USO. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Cheese Louise. Oil's recovered, but USO is not, and I don't know what to make of that. That's very interesting. Must have done some reverse splits or something because it's way back there. Yeah, break at 73 here, and then thing falls apart quite substantially. Interesting. All right, market waiting for the Fed up 0.25%. Tesla was green, now it's red. And how's our red? Red side was thick yesterday. Roblox down 10%. Jeesh. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Ah, they're going to tell us why Roblox shares are trading lower today. Because they're down 1% from April. Or up 1% from April. All right. Crazy. Well, we were coming down and retesting that prior high. So we'll see how that goes. And so far, 80 seems to be pretty good. Pretty good support so far. See if it's able to close up there. That is also your 50-day moving average. So close on your 50-day. Hey, what's up, Rob? So that's if you're looking for a pullback on Roblox, that is a potentially good one. Down 10% today. Still a little scary to jump in right there, huh? Excuse me. So early these days. Hate this time of year. Hey, Rob, how hot is it where you are, man? No, Ellie in San Fran, it probably still ain't hot, but I was reading about record high temperatures all over the Southwest. RDXPI, Zoom, how's Zoom looking? Yeah, pretty flat in accumulation. 106. You're in Riverside? Damn. Yeah, we were what, 10 degrees above that? This heat wave shit's real, man. Oh, you're going to Havasu with a boat? Yeah, it's gonna be hot, man. So we're like 117. I'm gonna cool down to 109. And you're in Riverside, right? Man, ads are slow. 80s, maybe for you. You're in the 90s. So that's not bad. You got it pretty good there, 90s. Yeah, that's good. I don't know about humidity though. 50, 55%, 37%. That's not too bad. I don't think. But yeah, like Havasu's nuts, man. Wonder what the low is because it shouldn't have much of a heat island effect. Yeah, I need to get me some boat. 119. Holy crap. 120. Wow. Although, not like we're that far away. 3 degrees away. It ain't gonna be the 80s for like 5 months, brother. Don't worry about it. Just expect hot. That's what I told my wife. She was like bitching the other day. I'm like, hey, we go through this every year. But yeah, ain't drought a bitch. All right, what are drought stocks? I guess those things are gonna spike. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing for any companies working on water in that fashion. I know. I almost want to start a. They should start a company that does shades in space. They should just put solar panels in space and let that be your shade and just print miles and miles of that shit. Because they can print those solar panels now. Let's do it. Start a company. It'd be good. EXPI 2%. How's it doing? Not bad. All right, EXPI holding above, maybe above all the moving average. Lemonade off of lows in not a bad fashion. Nice 1-2 punch there at the lows. Oh, you know what? I was doing some research last night since the market isn't really doing a whole lot right now. Let's look at the mega caps real quick. It looks like they're both just chilling down here. 0.48%, Nvidia 0.47, Amazon up there. Where's Apple? Is it lower? I didn't see Apple. There it is. 0.17. Trying not to be trashy. Yeah, I'm not too mad at it. Not too mad at Lemonade. Yeah, I think it's taking its time trying to get out of these lows, but it's kind of moving in the right direction. So you kind of have to let it work. It's not in a point where it's going to rally substantially. We're not in that part of the market yet. I mean, the Nasdaq looks primed to go. I'm not sure. It looks like oil and gas is leading though. Um, what was Chevron? I forget. Oh, CVX. There we go. We don't look at it very often, but Chevron very bullish pattern. A lot of oils, very bullish patterns. Now I do have some oils on my global watch list. Yeah, I saw that, Rob, there. Yeah, it could be a problem for Tesla. I mean, they are finally changing the automotive industry. Could be a problem, but I still think that they're going to do just fine. Tesla will. I don't know if they're going to get the 20 million cars. We'll see. Ellie, you yelled at me last time because you said we don't trade commodities. Dude, I think natural gas is prime for a move up. Look at natural gas. Looks super good in terms of the commodities. But yeah, oil's killing it right now. A lot of those commodities are killing it. Lumber's come back a bunch. I was looking for my oil stocks. I don't have them by sector though. By industry, energy, oil, gas, integrated oil and gas, maybe. Exploration, refining, storage. Let's look at integrated. Oh man, they don't keep up their watch list very well, do they? Petrobras. Wow, look at the volume recently. Very heavy. Is this Petrobras? It is. Okay. 2051 notes, 30-year notes. Jeez. Close 1.5 billion of 30-year notes. Wow, 5.75%. Holy crap. It's pretty good. What's Delkey? No idea what that is. Looks like a recent IPO. Market's very boring. RYDAF. That looks interesting. Super low float though. Good luck getting on that one. Some pipeline. I keep talking about Colonial Pipeline. These weird ass companies. WDLF, what's that about? That's still pretty boring. Which isn't too bad. This is actually not too bad. That looks like a reversal candle. That looks like some bottoming action. So maybe trying to find its floor here. 30% in 2 days. There you go. Looks like the 20-day 20-day holding it down on the daily. Yeah, not giving us a lot of good names here. RDS. That's Royal Dutch Shell. That's what that is. Also, big cup forming. ExxonMobil has already kind of moved out. Although you see pulling back here currently. What the hell this garbage is. But yeah, not a lot popping today. Good day to spot potential setups. Okay, so I was doing some research yesterday, thinking about like who are the trading OGs? Who are the guys that, just owned this thing back in the day? And came across a couple names I'd never heard of before. And I just thought I'd share. Because it's sharing time, everyone. Get out. Get out your sharing. Your sharing hats. Everyone put your sharing hats on. It's show and tell. All right. Nehisah. Muhammad. Munisi Muhammad or something like that. Hama. Oh, now it's Hama. I don't know. So this rice trader from back in the day, I found this Medium post I thought was pretty awesome. Dude invented candlesticks. He's the inventor of candlesticks. Traded price action, made $10 billion in the markets because he was the only one ever trading price action. Pretty cool. So spinning tops, stars, dojis, hangman, other. I'm going to brush up on my candlesticks based on this stuff. I got a few that I look for, but not very classical in terms of candlesticks. This guy was super cool. I found a cool Reddit thread, which I didn't save. But this guy wrote a book like everybody else does. Most of them have been kind of lost to history. But oh yeah, it's called The Fountain of Gold. All right, so fine. Here you go. Here's some quotes from the book, which, I'll be honest with you, all these guys say the same shit. All the way from this guy to Dan Zanger, kind of one of the last really big guys. Highs and lows of the trend are the laws of nature. Basically saying don't fight the trend. Wait calmly when you have missed a perfect time to buy. Says you should wait for the next opportunity to buy. State of mind at the time of good luck. When an opportunity presents itself to make profit from trading, you should go for the profit taking at an appropriate level. Then take a 2-day break. If you forget to take a break, you are sure to cause a loss. When moving without a stable mind, there will be only loss. Sounds like a haiku. Going against the trend is not allowed. Yeah, this was interesting. I'll circle back to that. Leave emotions when trading. You should never buy or sell because you're angry. This should never happen. Pretty blatant. 3 military strategies and 6 secret techniques in the win way of military strategies. You cannot win every time. Mindset is everything. Foolish debates over the highs and lows of the market price. It is not a good advice. Give advice to your friend on buying and selling when your analysis turns out to be wrong. You can create a big conflict. Yeah. So this guy is from 1755. And this dude figured all this shit out. Pretty amazing. Do not trade based on the daily market fluctuation. Yeah, so here he essentially talks about kind of understanding what's going on fundamentally with your market as well. So in this way, he's lacking technical analysis, but he still uses technical analysis. So he forms an opinion, then uses technical analysis. That's how I read that. For example, when you make your move to buy, you must buy after making a firm position and disregarding the ups and downs of the price that you have seen. But thinking of buying at cheap price and selling at a higher price only requires too much work and does not return good profit. He's saying scalping's for suckers. And yes, don't overtrade. But I was trying to find, again, the OGs of trading, all the way back to the 1700s. I was trying to find this book. Shopify? Has it? Not on our radar? Oh, it looks good. It's up 1.8% today. Let's see. I do not have Shopify. Let's add Shopify. Oops. Clicked on NIO inadvertently. Speaking, since we're down here, Bitcoin derivatives at the low. Roblox bouncing back off of that 80 level. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. We should have stuck with that. Should have stuck with the Roblox down at 80. Right off the 50-day. Look at the volume today so far. It is massive. Massive, massive, massive. That could be a definitive low. So far, we've taken out the day's range. SI, Riot Blockchain, XPEV, Corsair. Really taking it down, down, down. Hopefully filling the gap and going. You never know. Need the gloves. It's not crypto. Well, Roblox is actually one of the few stocks that just had a pretty good run, and now you have a full retracement of that run. That's pretty common, and usually good, especially coinciding with a 50-day moving average. Yeah, I mean, we could stay under 100 for a couple of months, but um, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing wrong with this price action down here. I got no major issues with it. All right, Peloton 0.94. Yeah, just taking its time. Airbnb, look at that a little bit lately. Yeah, I didn't buy it, but pretty classical stuff there. All right, PLL, fairly healthy. We're in its current range, so that's good. PLL holding up. Sox at 1.6. Donkey Kong was not looking great yesterday. Actually came back pretty good. Look at the volume. The accumulation distribution ended up higher on the day. So can't argue too much with that. Pretty good. Bunch of curling down things. Well, don't include Soxel on that list. Look at Soxel. If accumulation distribution is a signal of anything, Soxel's going to kill it. Soxel's going to kill it. We'll see though. Again, it's still a pretty new indicator. Hopefully, it's a good sign. But we all know chips are killing it, so Soxel should do good. All right, Nasdaq's up to 0.44. So we'll look at this other guy that I found that I really didn't look up too much yet, but this guy's book is The Fountain of Gold, The Three Monkey Record of Money, which is obviously a legit title. Doesn't get much more cool than that. Yeah, it's been like that for a while, Ellie. It's been like that for a little while. It's crazy. Title investment services. How do I get this book? I need a book. Oprah's book club. Is this an Oprah's book club? That would be amazing. Much respect, Oprah. Kidco Education. I want this book. Oh, I want this one. Mm, pretty cool. So give me the damn book, though. I need the book. This guy's looking for a book. Ah, three monkeys. That's cool. Oh, what you got? What's that? Ah, trendline resistance, huh? Hmm. All right, next up, look for that later. I didn't do too much on this guy, but Joseph de la Vega. He wrote Confusion of Confusions, which sounds pretty good. 1688. Yep, that's what I've got down here too. He has he had a copy of his book sell for $300,000 in 2018, I guess. Don't know much about this guy, but he talks a lot about everything. Oh, lots of stuff here. I'll have to read through this later. Talks about overconfidence. Hmm. Speculators do not fail to seek protection against such excesses, using even the faintest reasons capable of sustaining their thesis. It is a mistake to say you are not going to err twice. Excessive trading. See, these guys always say the same thing. Hurting. I'm assuming that means FOMO. Overreaction, underreaction. That's a good way to put it. Unexpected news arrives and shareholders panic. Shares are sold. But shareholders soon feel a sense of despair. They feel mistaken. After some time, they discover they were wrong in their dealings. We find CC investors show regret. Then investors show regret, aversion, and are somehow prone to a disposition effect. Some people are always unhappy if they have bought and the prices fall. They are unhappy because they bought. If prices rise, they're unhappy because they did not buy more. If they have sold, they're unhappy because they sold for less than they could have. If they did not buy or sell, they're unhappy because they did not do anything. If they receive a tip and they did not follow it, they are also unhappy. Everything produces unhappiness. I've been guilty of that. Yeah, trading should be called waiting. Disposition effect. Sell winners too early, hold losers for too long has been labeled the disposition effect by Sheffrin and Statman, 1985. Thaler proposes two behavioral explanations for these findings. Investors may have an irrational belief in the mean reversion, or they may rely on prospect theory and narrow their cognitive framing of the situation. I would argue for the latter. Finds the roots of the disposition effect in four elements: prospect theory, mental accounting, regret, aversion, and self-control. Joseph de la Vega was convinced that shares should be sold quickly when there was no money to be made, and he makes this point several occasions in his book. A wise man eats right away the fruits found in the season without any delay. It is wise to collect some profit without waiting to collect all profit. Profits can be compared to arrows. It's wise to collect the profit of each arrow. Oh, so he sells on the way up. Miracles should not be expected from the stock exchange, and the only ones who will be happy will be the ones who enjoy the initial success. Miracles should not be expected from the stock exchange, and the only ones who will be happy will be the ones who enjoy the initial success. Don't understand that last part. His advice appears to be confirmed in the light of the results described by Odine. Yeah, sounds like it. Who reports that the average performance of stocks that people sell is better than stocks they hold on to. Oh, I never read that. The statements in CC may also be closely related to the problem of self-control. Thaler and Sheffer, 1981. This guy did a lot of work. Which concerns the control of emotions. The investor's rational impulse may not be strong enough to prevent the investor's emotional reactions from interfering with her rational decision making. The Vega's advice is followed an improvement in self-control. So a little bit of confusion in terms of taking, I'm not sure this guy said it, but between the two individuals, the one guy kind of says, let your profits run with the trend a little bit. Maybe I'm misreading that. This guy's saying take profits quickly. But I don't know too much about what this guy's style was, if he was a swing trader or more of a short-term, not a real momentum follower. Claiming that Vega was a pioneer in the depiction of shareholder behavior, and his book contains several examples of investor bias. The first study written about a stock exchange, Amsterdam Stock Exchange, during the 16th century, translated into Dutch in 1937, English into 1957. In 2010, also translated in Chinese. It is the one that's created the most interest, has been studied from several perspectives. Oh, look at that. You got a bunch of people here. In this paper, we connect Vega's documentation of investor behavior with current investor bias studied in modern behavioral finance. We find evidence of three major biases: herding, overconfidence, and regret aversion. Yeah, sounds about right. In addition, we identify references to excessive trading, overreaction, and underreaction, as well as the disposition effect. In an old-fashioned and rhetorical Spanish style, Vega vividly portrays 17th century investor behavior, and we find with some satisfaction he describes does not differ from the behavior of modern investors. Absolutely. I like this. Let's do a new folder. Oop, not there. I don't want it there. Okay. Trading. Oh, geez. That's a good one. Oh, here's another one. It's the one that I looked at. Or clicked on. Which one was this one? Oh, you can listen to it. That's cool. For us lazy SOBs, I have my hand up. Behavioral finance and Confucius. Is this the same one? Hurting overconfidence. It looks like it. Oh, it's the same damn link. Barber and Odin find that investors who would do substantially better if they traded less. Transaction costs are a cause of this underperformance. No, not anymore. One should trade little because of my philosophers tell me that in order to increase your strength, you should not eat a lot, but rather digest your food well. Yeah, it's a little weird. But all these link back to this article. It's not a different article. But I like this Barber and Ocean. Hmm. Yeah, cool. I have to circle back to that. It's pretty dope, though. I like it. All right, let's check out markets. 0.46% on the NASDAQ. FUV up 11%. Looks like it's maybe done pulling back a little bit. You mentioned AMD, right? All right, AMD. Yeah. That is good. I can't be mad at that. That's what, about 2 weeks of really tight price action going back to the beginning. About 2 weeks going back to the beginning of the month. And we had tight price action here. That didn't go anywhere. So you got to wait for the breakout. We are under the 200, so that would be a nice breakup through the 200. And accumulation distribution is doing okay. What are you talking about, Ellie? Shih Tzu? Is that your little pet dog? Whoever listens to the words of wisdom without arriving at the conclusion himself is prone to hurt himself. I think you just made that up. Hmm. AMD looking good though. You should do that. That should be your book, Ellie. That should be your book. I think that would do really well. Short beyond, what are you, bored? Don't be shorting anything. You don't need to be that bored. All right, market pop here. Got a few things up 2, 3, 4%. A lot of things up here in the 1% now. Amazon 0.88, Apple 0.74. I think Apple's in a good spot. Pocket pivot the other day. I like it. How's Amazon doing? Maybe a couple pocket pivots over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is a pocket pivot. That is also a pocket pivot. It's like Amazon had some earlier pocket pivots than even Apple did. So we're getting some early buy signs here, everybody. Or I should say both of you. Yeah, see, Apple's just the one. So Amazon's the better play. Tesla, Adobe. Oh, Tesla's up now. Peloton. Peloton not looking super, unfortunately. So he was able to rebound. You're selling puts? You can't say you're shorting beyond. Come on. Very fine foods. Not looking very fine. Not today. Litecoin ETF. Our Roblox. See, all the way back. Look at that. Boom. That looks so good. Look at that action. That's excellent. That's good stuff today out of Roblox. Good accumulation. EXPI up 3. All right, let's go EXPI. Almost 0.5 for the NASDAQ. MongoDB's have been having a good week or so. After earnings, just kind of nonstop up. Accumulations and all-time highs. B4 prices. I think that could... I'm looking for some type of... I want to call it confirmation. But I want to see if... you know what? Let's go back. Let's do a little bit of survey information. Oh, really? Did you call him a fucking idiot? You're like, you're an idiot, dude. I like Mongo. I'm not mad at it. I wish Rethink would have taken over, but they didn't. Rethink was pretty cool. Rethink was better than Mongo, but Mongo had the branding. Although Rethink DB, I think that Charles, the dude from Cardano, actually, if I'm not mistaken, that's funny. Yeah, I think this so there's a company that just like MongoDB trying to do it with Rethink, but they didn't have the branding because they were second to market. But they got picked up by come on. Mongo's not a bad product. I understand your aversion to it, but okay, someone who owns them now. They got picked up by like an open source something or other. There's lots of companies running Mongo. Wouldn't be around if it didn't have a use case. Not saying it's for everything, but it's got a use case. The reason I like Rethink is because it pushes. It's pretty cool. All right, it's not saying who bought them, but I think it's the same one that Charles, the dude that does Cardano. What's his name? Charles. It's not Hutchinson. It's like Hatchkinsons or some shit. I do like I think Rethink's pretty cool. I can't disagree with that much. Yeah, I can't. I yeah. I think the use case for a document type of store like this, um, if you're not doing search, because search is kind of a bitch unless there's like a secondary searching database, which you're duplicating a lot of data that way. But like if all you're doing is just displaying what's on the document, almost like a Facebook, maybe like with each post being a document or something like that. I think something like that, but I don't know. But yeah, from a beginning and dumb dev perspective, I definitely see how you can get, it's easier to get into that than a MySQL where you gotta take all your data and make sure it's legit. Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm not mad. Although, if I'm not mistaken, they did get MySQL to implement like wasn't Blob. I think Blob was already in there for a data type, but they had some kind of didn't MySQL implement some kind of a document type of a data structure? I don't think they called it a document, but it's like an unstructured. You could do whatever you want in it. They just said fuck it, we'll add it just to shut everyone up. I feel like that's what they did. Yeah, data's a thing, man. All right, how's Cell H doing? Cell H so far surviving above the 50 day after that big drop on a secondary. HubSpot. Yeah, I think it was Was it JSON? It's fast and unreliable. It scales better than Mongo. Yeah, when I was because I've got an application I'm still interested in making, which I probably never will because I don't do anything I want to do, is basically kind of like a memory storage, if you will. Memento. I think I've talked about it once or twice. Every time I every time I have an event or do a vacation, I think it'd be an amazing application. But I was looking at doing it in Mongo, and I actually like I think Rethink DB takes away a lot of the problems with Mongo, a lot of them, and then even pushes data. The server will push it changes, which is pretty cool too, and it solves a lot of scaling issues with Mongo. Oh, there you go. There you go, Ellie. I like it, and you're probably 100% correct. Yeah, see, Mongo also came back down to kind of a prior support level on a breakout right there. Yeah. Eh, doesn't matter. You're not building with it. I'm not building with it. So, but the stocks, I mean, the stock looks pretty, pretty extended right now to do anything with, but it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, we were gonna look a little bit of accumulation distribution. Um, let me pull this off. Oof, pull this oof. How's Bitcoin doing? Choppy garbage. Okay, so let's do. Yeah, it's a habit. I don't think you could reverse your position even if you wanted to at this stage of the game. I think that the guy that started MongoDB would call you and be like, "What the fuck, Ellie? All this year shitting on Mongo. Now you're using it in all of your projects. What's wrong with you?" All right, so I do want to look at accumulation distribution. Okay, I want to see. Now, of course, Bitcoin goes up all the time. I want to see if we get some, like in these scenarios, when you get these really big pullbacks, sometimes if your accumulation distribution goes in all-time highs, if that is a good indicator. So let me get a new thing. Apple Now, obviously, Apple's one of those companies a lot of people just generally accumulate. Okay, so there's your prior high. Test it right there. Obviously, the market's not really in a position to do anything. And then it breaks over here after we've already bottomed. And that's actually not a bad place for some Apple. So there's one where the accumulation distribution is in a high and goes on to other new highs, but the accumulation distribution is at a high prior to the hold on, I'm trying to set up my screen here. There we go. Let's do that. All right. Accumulation distribution goes up before the price does. All right. So that's one example on apples. We'll look at a few others. Geez, $112 billion. That's crazy shit. All right, so here's one where it does not do it. Okay. Until it eventually does. All right, Ellie. Later, bud. I will inside. Okay, so here it does not. So April. It does, a lot later. It does on a second attempt, but that doesn't count. Okay, so this one does not. This was in 2019. This one is in 2020. All right, next up, we're going to be looking at this one. Okay, so that one worked as well. This one for 2017. Okay, so that one worked out pretty well for Apple. Obviously, this one's a low-hanging fruit for us. And here, wow, lots of distribution. Yeah, didn't have too many new products. There's 2013. Okay, there we go. So when did we get to new highs over here? Are we still not? Oh, wow. Okay, very interesting. All right, let's take a look at Beyond Meat. Let's take a look at Beyond Meat, which arguably looks like complete horrible dog crap. Wow. Beyond Meat has no new highs. All right, next up, if anyone's still even watching and you have any suggestions, I think this is a pretty intriguing exercise, if I do say so myself. This doesn't count because, all right, so this is a survey of highs in accumulation distribution prior to price running. Prior to price highs. Okay. So Beyond Meat has nothing. Let's look at Amazon. Obviously, Amazon's been going into highs. And there's an example of one right there. That one took its time. You still had a lot of time, but it did end up working. So Amazon. (2019) worked. And right now we are not doing that. Accumulation distribution is not in highs currently. Okay, so here, our high was here, and we're already in new highs there, so that doesn't count. Here, yes, it's just been accumulated the entire time. Jeez. Crazy. Okay, here. Bam. I would say that did not work. That's 2005. Okay, that's also a very long base. All right. A lot of accumulation. Let's take a look at, obviously, NVIDIA. Let me see something here. That's pretty close to all-time highs. I'd say that doesn't qualify. I've gotten into highs with NVIDIA, not prior to NVIDIA running. How about currently? I think we haven't really dropped off. Maybe, very slightly. I don't think it's counting for what we're doing here. Okay, we can take a look at, oh, there we go. That obviously didn't work out. Really good volume right there. And they just never sold those shares. All right, so that's a bust. Oh, that was NVIDIA actually. Let's see. What do I have on my stock list? Shopify. So Mohammed talked about Shopify. You take a look at Shopify. This one has never really been deaccumulated. Maybe a small one right there. That's tough. That kind of goes right with it. This one never really drops, does it? Still accumulating. Shopify does look pretty good. Okay, so that's not really much help. What else do I have here? Generac. It's been at an all-time high forever. Here we go. So that doesn't do anything for us. And right now we're not in new highs. Hey, what's up, Blay? That doesn't work either. Okay, let's do hubs. Wow, that is straight up accumulation. That's interesting. Yeah, looks like it. I'm doing a survey with accumulation distribution, seeing if there's any additional value. Trying to find where the accumulation distribution hits new highs prior to the price. And I'm seeing if that's a good indicator of anything. So far seems to be not happening all the time. Lithium Americas Corp, it's not going to help, just volume increase. NIO maybe. NIO's been on some interesting runs. Accumulation distribution. Yeah, chart patterns did us some good here. Looks like this one doesn't qualify, but we did get above highs. Wow, it took all the way over to here. No, retail doesn't account for much of anything in the markets. Retail can't move the markets. That's the thing. So really no major dip in accumulation distribution. Still to this day. So I think NAO's in a good spot. But this doesn't work either. CyberArk, they've been around a while. Oh, I guess not that long. And that doesn't help us at all. Okay. Cell H. I just saw that one. Okay, so here it broke up in a false breakout. Even that one broke up, but that wasn't looking very good. Cell H, no go. So that is Cell H failing that particular one, which you aren't going to be buying that anyways. Not right there. Not the way that was looking, but it still didn't work out. So we gotta track it. How about this one? Ooh, that one. Ooh, I guess it worked. You go from 250 to 5, that's 100%. And so that one did work, 2016. And then you had another one here that did not work in 18. Also, no major buy signal. So I'm going to put a dot next to it if there was no major buy signal. I guess in 2010, yeah, something that wasn't a buy signal, it was just straight up lower. These are at least sideways. In 18. Here we go. I can't say that one's very good either. Yeah. No buy signal on the one that worked out. Oh, wait. 16. I'm sorry. Ah, 30% drop. Okay. Eh. None of them have any major buy signals. That one was intriguing, though, right there. That was interesting. That's definitely interesting. All right, next up. Um, Atlassian. Okay, so this one did okay in 2016. That's your high break from there. There's even a lower break right there. I'd say that one worked out. That one was looking pretty good at the time. And here's another one. This one, not. Yeah, I guess it qualifies. And you break up right over here or over here, and that one worked out pretty good. That was in 17. And then we just keep on keeping on. How about here? That one is not above, so it doesn't count. And wow, this thing has never really dipped that far in accumulation distribution. Very, very intriguing. Um, what's something else? DocuSign? It's been around for a while, hasn't it? Oh, it hasn't. Really? Hmm. DocuSign 19. It arguably worked. Arguably. Is that doing it right now? DocuSign? DocuSign. Doing it right now. 2021. We'll see. We shall see if that one works out or not. Really good volume. Moves up. Can't argue too much with it. All right. Let's take a look at maybe Facebook. What's that right now? 336. IPO'd it. Wow. Okay. Go Facebook. All right. So that doesn't qualify. Topped out right there. That doesn't qualify. Of course, it's never. There we go. There's a bit of a correction. And that arguably did not work. That's 2020 though. That's still. Slightly under. And not a ton of accumulation right now. But price is already up, so. Okay. Ugh. That's all I'm gonna do for right now, guys. What do we get? What do we have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 50-50. Welcome to the markets. Anything you do is going to be 50-50. Comes down to money management. As usual. All right. I'm going to go eat some breakfast. You guys have a good morning. I will see you all tomorrow or later in the crypto show, which nothing is going on apparently. All right, guys. Peace.